Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good and safe. Welcome to the Python series. As we promised that we are going to start our Python series. So, today we are going to upload videos on Python. Uh, the main agenda of today's topic is like we are going to install the software of the Python and we are going to install an editor where we are using the code. Where we are writing and executing the code. So, and then without wasting much time, we'll start our work. And I want to say something like, without installing the software of the Python, that is IDE. IDE means Integrated Development Environment. So, without installing the software of the Python, we cannot able to run the programs. Okay, in the language of Python. So, be ensured that you download the software of the Python. So to download that one, I will show you how to download and I will instruct to you. So let's start. Go to the official website python.org. See, this is the official website of the Python. Before downloading, I want to say a small thing like we can use Python for web development. Uh, Web development, we can write programs using HTML. We can develop applications using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and even using Python, we can write in a web development. We can develop an application using some of the things like a Django, Flask, etc. And even in this by using the Python, we can develop NumPy applications. We'll see that one further. Okay, pandas, etc. So we'll start our installation process. See, as I am, in my laptop, it is already downloaded. I have a software with me. So, I am not going to download the software now, but I will instruct you how to download. Okay. So, see, this gives us all the releases, like from starting onwards, what are the releases they have made. And then, see, these are the some of the OS like Windows, Mac, or Ubuntu like that, and some other platforms. If you are a Windows user, you can go to this. If you are Mac user, please go to this. And then, so as I am a Windows user, so I am going to this. See, within few minutes, I will get the window of the Windows user. Yeah, it's loading. Guys, and I am requesting one thing that please ignore my background noise. uh, I will make sure that from next time onwards this will be reduced. And another thing is like father of the Python, uh, named by Van Rossum, Guido Van Rossum. I will show to you. He created Python. See, Guido Van Rossum. This Python came into the picture in 1991. In 1991, it was known as a scripting language, but not the programming language, because they developed Python for writing some of the scripting, like like the JavaScript they want to develop. They developed for building some of the scripting things, but as JavaScript is in the field and Python was not familiar to anyone, they built something for few years, and then they started the Python for the programming language, which is very user friendly. Even those keywords, everything will be like our English language only. Okay, and I want to say something like no language is the best or no language is the worst. It's purely based upon our, how we take the language, how we consider our language, right? So, I think it takes some time because of my network. So, I'm going to some other thing like IDE. This is the IDE. We are going to download the IDE when this page is loaded. So I already said no. We'll have an editor where we'll work. We'll write the code. So I prefer Visual Studio Code, which is maintained by the Microsoft. So it will be updated every time, and it is very user friendly also. So we'll search for that. Download Studio. See, Visual Studio Code, we can use Python language, HTML language. We can use more than a single thing. I mean, more than a single program we can write. We can even write C language there. I mean, code of the C language, code of the C++, etc. So, okay. So, now we are going to the website, official website. I think my net was very slow. No problem, we wait. Wow, it came right. Yeah, see here, it is giving that download Visual Studio Code. This is the version of Windows, Mac, and Ubuntu. See, as I said before earlier that I'm a Windows user, I am going to install 64-bit. Okay. Then after installing, after clicking on this, an exe file will be downloaded. After completely downloading the process of the exe file, you will get, yeah, see, if you click on 64-bit after downloading this one exe file will be downloaded like this. Okay. After downloading that, please click on to open the folder, and then you will get a pop-up message like this. So that click on run. Then what happens? This file will be executing its process. This application executes the process, and then click on, after clicking on run, it will give a some pop-up message like this. If you want to read all the terms and conditions, you can, or else you can blindly choose the box like I accept the agreement. This is the license agreement of a Microsoft Code Visual Studio. Okay, and then if you click on I accept the agreement, next button will be activated, and then click on next. Then you will get something like this. See, this is the default page which was given by Visual Studio. If you want to create it as a desktop icon, you can, or else you can leave it as it is and as it a default. And please ensure that it is checked, because if it is checked, we no need to manually type the code. Manually set the path using environment variables. And then after clicking on add to path, click on next. And then see, it will be giving like this, preparing to install. The installation is in the process. Okay, and then after completion of that, ready to install, click on install. That's it. Installing of the setup will be started within few more minutes based on your internet connection. It will complete its installation process, and then click on finish, so that the process will be finished. See, after finishing, after clicking on finish, you will get something like this, like you will get a pure window which consists of a welcome page. This is the welcome page, right? I will show it in my laptop how it is visible to you. See, I will open my Visual Studio. So this is my Visual Studio. See, it is giving some message like welcome screen. You can ignore this. See, I have a folder named Babar. These are my folders, or else you can manually create here. See. Here you are this is known as new file. If you want to create any new file in a particular folder, for example in lectures folder, I want to have this one, new file, hello.py. See, the .py is the extension of Python. So in the lectures folder, I got some file, If you want to have a new folder, click on here, so that new folder will be created. I mean, as I see, in lectures I kept new folder now, so it will be given subpage. Okay, to have separate new folder, then see, if you need the separate folder, okay, so click on new folder. Hi, something, this is my folder. Okay, I am removing this folder because it's of no use. And so this is the editor place. That means where we are going, where we are writing the code. For example, I am writing hello world. Okay, I written a print statement named hello world. Please ensure that if you know the C language, you will be having printf statement. But in Python, we are not having any printf statement. It is a predefined function in C, and this is the predefined function in Python. If you want to run the program, then click on terminal, new terminal. See, I am getting some new terminal. What it is saying means you are in D drive, in the folder all in one, in the folder, subfolder Babar code. Where is hello.py? In lectures folder, right? See, hello folder in lectures.py. So cd, sorry, lectures only, not .py. cd lectures. I came into the folder of lectures, and then I want to go for hello, python hello.py. See, it is printing hello world. Okay, and this is the syntax how to run the program. If you want to go out of the lectures folder, cd, see, I went out of the lectures folder. Okay, I think you all are able to know about the Visual Studio Code now. And then if you want to have a new file or new project, you can go here. If you want to auto save, it is preferable, you can choose here. And then see, I am closing. Okay, I want to say something like, if you click on right click on something, see here it is giving me open with code. I will click here, it will directly redirect to Visual Studio. So this is the folder of my desktop. It will be giving all the things in which my desktop consists. What are the things in the desktop? I will have everything in this. Where I want to write the code, we can write. So that's the thing. And okay, let's go to Python. Yeah, it is loaded, right? So see, these are all the versions which was developed by developers, right? So based on your version, which version you want, please make ensure that you always choose the latest version, so that even if anything is there, it will be updated, right? And please take it as a Python 3, because Python 3 is and Python 2 both are different. It consists of, it consists of some things, it consists of some other things. Sometimes it mismatches. See, if I want to download 3.8.5, or else I'll download some other file like 3.8.2, you can go to anything. Like I want to download the zip file, so I am download Windows x86 64-bit zip file, so that my file will be downloaded. I will show you how it will. See, exe file like this will be downloading. See, like this, python.exe file will be downloaded. After downloading, the same process as we said for Visual Studio. Here they will ask for run the program, so that the application executes. Click on run, and then uh, sorry. Okay. After clicking on run, you will have a pop-up message like this. So make ensure that here add Python 3.8 to path is enabled, so that it directly adds the path in our environment variables, and we no need to manually type and keep the path there. And click on install now, which is present here. Okay. After that, uh, next option will be coming. After clicking on install now, the processes or the packages or libraries in the Python will start installing, and then it will give you a message like setup was successful. Okay, if you want to check does Python successfully created in our laptop or not, I mean desktop or laptop, go to command prompt cmd. So this is my username. So click on Python, I mean go for Python. See here it is giving me the version of the Python which I was downloaded. I downloaded 3.8.2 version, right? So it is giving me 3.8.2 is your version. So I have my version, and there are of many editors like Jupyter Network, Jupyter Notebook and Anaconda package, where it consists of PyCharm uh, and Jupyter Lab, everything you will be having. But I mostly prefer Visual Studio Code, where we can write many of the programming languages, and it is developed by Microsoft, so they can update as early as possible. And to get out of this, click Ctrl Z, so that you will come out of this folder, and then to exit, click exit. Yeah, this is the installation of the Python and editor. So okay, Python and editor. So I think you all know the difference about between a compiler and an interpreter, but let me explain you something. Compiler means all the instructions or all the things will be executed at a time. For example, sorry, okay, assume that this is my code. Okay, I want to execute everything from starting to ending without even it is an error. It should go at last, it should show me an error message that you have written an error. So that is known as compiler. For example, in our real time, in our examinations, in your exam paper, even if you write wrong, no one will say that, I mean no faculty will say that you written wrong. After completion of the exam, while rechecking, they will say that yeah, it is wrong. So what it means, after completion of the total process, they are going to say, that is known as compiler. And interpreter means, see, for example, this is my total process, and here I got the error here. While using interpreter, when I got the error, it stops there and it says that you got an error, and no other process will be executed again. I mean these all process will not be executed. So we can rectify easily the errors. So the Python is an interpreter based language, and I will even say the features of the Python, like it is easy to read, and the features of Python are it is easy to read and learn, maintain, because we can easily read the things. For example, if we have anything, for example, if we take a subject, this subject is very easy to read and very easy to communicate. It will be very easily understandable. So we like those subjects and we'll start reading. The same thing when compared to Python also. So it is also very easy to read and explain or maintain anything. And it supports some of the database programs like Java. Okay, and it has the code readability, and it consists of an automatic memory management. We no need to manage the memory. Okay, and then native database where Python is supported is SQLite. Okay, SQLite 3 or SQLite. So did I miss anything? I think it's perfect. Okay, I wanna say last thing like implementations of Python. See, in Instagram, I think many of you are using Instagram, right? Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. These are all are made up of Python only. Okay. For example, in YouTube, even in our channel, if you search something or if you listen the class of some other, like if you are listening the Python programs, it will recommend you. YouTube will recommend you based on that only. Okay, next Python class we are having this one, and updates they will give everything. Those are all also made up of Python, and Instagram also. Okay, and then even Spotify. So these are some of the implementations of Python. Okay, Python is mostly used for data visualization and data analysis. We can visualize and analyze the data. So it is very feasible for the testing process. Okay. Okay then. So this is our first video of installation of a editor and IDE, which is known as Integrated Development Environment. So I will be giving the Word document if you need it in the description. So stay tuned. Bye bye.